My name is Anthony Anderson. I'm going to be interviewing KINO and JUAN today. So I think he's supposed to be over here. Hold on. KINO?
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Anthony Anderson. I'm going to be interviewing today. Is your brother JUAN going to be here?
Yeah, he's in the bathroom. He ate a lot of burritos.
Y'all must have stopped at a bunch of Taco Bells. I guess we're going to be interviewing him
I
next.
I haven't eaten that much burrito since the Day of the Dead. Oh, hey guys.
Oh, hi. Is this JUAN?
Yeah.
Alright, come on, we're going to be interviewing in my office. This is my technician and film producer, Boss Lady T Films. Oh yeah, all day. So, and then, she's going to be filming this interview, and it was like something I really wanted to do after reading your book, The Pearl by KINO.
I gave him the idea, by the way, this thing.
Okay.
Gotta give him credit.
You gotta give him credit. Alright, so this was really interesting to me. So, to start it off from the interview, I'm gonna just be like quoting quotes from your book, and I want you to tell me like what were you feeling, or how did you feel at that moment. So to start it off, we're gonna start off with the canoe, which was like a basic first quote at the beginning. So the first one I would start off with is KINO and Juana slid the canoe down to the beach, to the water, and when the boat floated, Juana climbed in, while KINO pushed the stern in and waited beside it until it floated lightly and trembled on the breaking waves. How did you feel about that?
Well, I felt like if my life was in the canoe's hands because I needed to find a source of money desperately because my baby got stung by a scorpion.
Alright, so in the canoe above him, KINO knew that Juana was making the magic of prayer. Her face said rigid and her muscles hard, to force the luck, to tear the luck out of the god's hands. For she needed the luck for the swollen shoulder of Coyote. What is your son's name? I'm sorry.
His name is Coyotito.
Coyotito?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
I felt like if I needed luck on my side because I needed to try to find the pearl, and Juana was trying to give us luck.
Okay. So, next quote. KINO squatted in the bottom of the canoe, picked up the shell, and examined it. So this quote showed how you were getting in the pearl. Finding the pearl. So, at this moment, did you feel like excited, or you didn't even know what was going to happen?
I kind of felt a mixture of both because I was excited just in case, because I wanted to find a pearl to give me money, and I was anxious because I wasn't sure if I was going to find a pearl.
Thank you. Alright, next quote is, the men in the other canoes looked up, startled, and then they dug the paddles into the sea and laced towards KINO's canoe. So this quote, you don't really need a thing because this just showed how the men, they heard you saying that you had the pearl, and they were just coming straight toward you. Am I correct?
Yeah, you are correct.
Okay. So, next. And every year, KINO refurbished his canoe with a hard shell-like plaster by the secret method that had also come to him from his father. So, your father had taught this when you were younger. So can you tell me a good reason why you put that in there?
Well, I put it in there because it shows that my father taught me ways how to improve my canoe, and my canoe is very important to me.
And when the light broke through again, he saw that a great hole had been knocked in the bottom, and a searing rage came to him and gave him strength. So this quote came when, this was after you had the fight with the guy who's trying to steal the pearl.
Yes.
Which I will be talking about later on. But so it said the rage was searing into you. So do you have anything to say about this one?
Well, I was really angry because I wanted to use my canoe to escape with Juana and my baby, and there was a hole in the canoe, so I felt trapped on the beach.
Okay. This next one, so, the canoe of his grandfather, plastered over and over, had a splintered hole broken into it. So, seeing that you already had said this in the book, I'm sure that you had like a reason to say this, seeing that it was your grandfather. So, is the reason that you quoted this to show why you wanted an example of your grandfather in this?
Yeah, it shows how the methods of making the canoe and improving it was passed down in my family.
So now I would like to go into the pearl, which I felt was like the main idea since this whole book was called The Pearl from the beginning. So first quote. Then Kino's fist closed over the pearl and his emotions broke over him. So can you tell us what happened for the viewers?
Well, I was feeling very emotional, and I felt a mix of emotions. I was happy and excited that I found the pearl, and that I was gonna be able to marry Juana and to heal the baby's scorpion sting.
This pearl has become my soul, said Kino. If I give it up, I shall lose my soul. So this was some deep stuff.
Yeah. At this point of my life, I felt as if everyone was trying to take the pearl from me, and it was like colliding with my soul. So how people were trying to steal the pearl was like if they're trying to like steal my soul.
And the beauty of the pearl, winking and glimmering in the light of the little candle, cozened his brain with its beauty. How did you feel about this one?
Well, I put this in the book because it shows the beauty of the pearl.
Okay. So, hush, says Kino, do not speak anymore. In the morning we will sell the pearl, and the evil will be gone and good remains. So in this quote, this is like at the beginning of the book, the pearl showed happiness. It brought joy to your family. But then throughout the book, as the book continued, it became evil to you. So how did you feel about this one?
Well, what was happening was that Juana wanted to sell the pearl because it was causing harm to the family, and from the dialogue I told her that in the morning we'll sell the pearl, and then our lives will turn back to normal and be better.
What a pity it would be if the pearl should destroy them all.
Oh yes, I heard of this. I heard of the neighbors speaking of this. I was with the neighbors when I heard that my brother Kino had found the pearl, and that I thought it was a blessing for him because the pearl could make him rich when he sells it. But after all, like everybody here doesn't have that much money, so I think they might do something like try to steal the pearl. I tried to hurt him.
I can see you're feeling better from what was with the tacos.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so next quote is, and Kino thrust the pearl back into his clothing, and the music of the pearl had become sinister in his ears, and it had interwoven with the music of evil. So from this quote, I can see still that the pearl is showing evilness. So how did you actually feel during this?
Well, this was around the end of the book where me and Juana and the baby were trying to escape from the town. I felt as if I was agreeing when Juana said that the pearl will bring us bad luck, but in my mind, like, it was just evil.
I feel that one. I can tell how you felt throughout the book. So, pearl, said Juan Tomas, there is a devil in this pearl. You should have sold it and passed on the devil. So you said this, so how did you feel?
Well, after that my brother has came back from trying to sell the pearl, I saw that on his face had like that he was depressed that he couldn't sell it and that he could not pay the doctor after he had cured his son. So after that, I thought that something might happen to my brother, and that the devil, like ever since my brother had gotten the pearl, that it might have been a devil, so it might have been a curse to him.
Okay. So For each one, I had like 7 quotes for each one because they're like your book, like it's broke out to me. So that was it for the Pearl. Next is the song. So for the song, like throughout your story, you kept saying that you heard songs from like different perspectives of each like symbols of what was like going on.
Yeah.
You felt like evil. You felt like family. You felt like predators and stuff.
And luck.
Luck, yep. So, first quote. Kino heard the little splash of the morning waves on the beach. It was very good. Kino closed his eyes again to listen to his music. What was going on right here?
Right here was the intro of the story, and I was waking up in the morning, and I heard the waves crashing on the beach, and it was very soothing.
So it was like, this was like to start it all up before the Pearl or anything.
Yeah.
People had been once great makers of songs, so that everything they said, his people, no, go ahead, before we make the scene, stop that. His people had become once great makers of songs, so that everything they saw, or thought, or did, or heard became a song. Why did you feel you had to add that?
Well, it explains the reasons why the songs were so important. They symbolize emotions and feelings for my people.
Okay. Next quote. In Kino's head, there was a song. How clear and soft. And if he had been able to speak of it, he would have called it the song of the family. So this is a different type of song. So
Yes.
what would you say this was?
Well, as I said in the book, it's a song of family, and I was just with my family feeling normal.
Next quote. His teeth were bared, and fury flared in his eyes, and the song of the enemy roared in his ears. How did you feel about this one?
Well, this was when I was beating the scorpion down, and it just stung the baby, so I was full of anger and rage.
Okay, so next quote. The music of the Pearl rose like a chorus of triumph in his ears. Now this one, that was some deep stuff.
Well, this was a little after I found the Pearl, and basically the song that was going through my mind was luck, and I felt lucky because I was gonna be able to sell the Pearl and receive money.
That's the way the cookie crumbles.
Anthony, somebody's here for the meeting.
No! Tell them I'll be there in half an hour. Okay. So lovely it was, so soft, and its own music came from it. Its music of promise and delight. Its guarantee of the future, of comfort, of security. That was some deep stuff right there.
Yeah, well, I was talking about the Pearl, and basically I was explaining the Pearl and how it gave like a song, kind of.
Yeah. Okay, so next and I believe last. And the music of the Pearl had merged with the music of the family, so that one beautified the other.
Well, right here, it's like the Pearl, the song of the Pearl, basically merging with the song of family, creating a new song, which is the Pearl and Family song.
Do you have like?
Well, one example of the family song that I like was this song.
I love you, you love me. We're a happy family with a great big hug and a kiss from me to you. Won't you say you love me too?
That sucks, bro. My family song is better than that.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
What is it?
Jelly time, peanut butter jelly time, peanut butter jelly time. Way it, way it, way it, way it. There you go, there you go, there you go, there you go. Peanut butter jelly, peanut butter jelly, peanut butter jelly, peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly, peanut butter jelly, peanut butter jelly with a baseball bat. Peanut butter jelly, peanut butter jelly, peanut butter jelly with a baseball bat. Now way it, way it, way it, way it.
Alright, I agree that song is cool. Let's let Anthony decide which one's better.
Barney's cool and all, but peanut butter jelly time.
Yeah, dancing bananas. What?
That's the way the cookie crumbles. Okay, so next symbol that the knife became a real part of you. Like you use that. So first one, he heard the rush, got his knife, and lunged at one dark figure, and felt the knife go home.
Person, I still don't know to this day. Tried to steal the pearl. I took my knife out and I stabbed him. Basically.
Basically. Okay.
You murderer.
Alright, next quote. A dead man in the path, and Kino's knife. Dark bladed beside him, convinced her. What happened here?
Well, this is after I stabbed the shadow dark figure. Juana came and she seen that I stabbed someone, and she was convinced that I stabbed someone.
You did stab someone.
Yeah.
So next one. I was attacked, said uneasily. I struck to save my life. I like that one.
Well, someone attacked me, so I took my knife out and struck them.
Okay. So that was like same time with the rush, the dark figure.
Yeah.
Okay, so now he knows. Next quote. Now he was not confused, for there was only one thing to do, and Kino had went first to the great pearl in his shirt, and then to his knife. Hang under his shirt?
Yeah.
Okay, hang under your shirt?
Yeah.
That's it? That's your quote? So what do you have to say about that one?
I was feeling kind of emotional. I held my pearl, and it was like on as if it was a necklace, and then under my shirt I felt my knife.
Next quote. Very deliberately, Kino opened his short, strong knife. So, this was a simple one. You just pulled out your knife, correct?
Yeah.
Alright, so next. Alright, so next quote. Okay, next quote. The great knife swung and crunched hollowly. It bit through the neck and deep into chest. And Kino was a terrible machine now. What was going through your mind right there?
Right here was when the trackers were following us, and I tried to take them out, so I took my knife out and I started stabbing, and in the book I stabbed it. I stabbed in the neck, the chest. I was just going off.
You were mad at them because your family was in danger, correct?
Correct.
Alright, next quote.
If I was in danger, you wouldn't save me.
That's true.
Please don't get into this, please,
I would
guys.
slap you.
Let's
after
finish
this
this.
interview.
Juan. Thank you. He grasped the rifle even as he wrenched free his knife. This was also with the trackers, correct?
Correct. And I basically let go of my knife and to grab the rifle so I could finish the trackers off.
Okay. So the final symbol now would be rifle.
I haven't been in this.
Alright, so the last quote's gonna go to you. You know about your brother's story, correct?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna ask you a couple of questions. I want to see if you can answer the best possible.
Alright.
Don't give him any answers. I
Yeah.
just want to see how much he knows his brother.
I want to see this too.
Okay.
Call me stupid.
Then call you smart.
Please don't start, guys.
Son of a burrito.
It was the rifle that broke down the barriers. This was an impossibility. And if he could think of having a rifle whole horizon were burst and he could rush on. This is a confusing quote, correct?
Well, not really, because ever since my brother has found the pearl, he has been thinking about what he has wanted, like getting married in church with his wife, carrying his son, and after all that, he's been thinking about getting something for himself, like a rifle. But getting too much for himself isn't such a good thing, because he should get like a couple of things, not all he wants.
Okay. So right there, you think your brother was just a little tiny bit selfish?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's messed up.
You're messed up.
That's even more messed up.
The phrase is messed up.
Please, Kino, you had your turn.
Yeah.
If the trackers found the swept place, He must leap from the horseman, kill him quickly, and take the rifle. So again, here's the rifle. So this kind of like explains your reason why he's about to get greedy with the rifle, correct?
The only thing I have to say is, can you repeat that?
Yes. Okay, so really, there's nothing to say. So he's just being selfish again, correct?
Well, yeah, of course.
Okay.
As always.
Okay. Kino, no comment, please.
Yeah.
Next quote. Kino could see them in his mind, slipping along the track, whining a little with eagerness, and behind them, dark and half disinterested, the horseman with the rifle.
Well, after Kino came back with his wife, he has told me everything about what has happened from when they left to when the baby died. And what that means is that when Kino was hiding, he already had an image in his head of how the trackers were gonna find him.
Okay. So next one. If I get first to the one with the rifle, Kino said, I must get to him first. Then I will be all right. 2 are sleeping.
Kino has told me that he wanted to take the rifle so he can protect his family. And then he saw that 3 trackers were there, 2 were sleeping and 1 was awake with the rifle in his hand. And that Kino was thinking that he should take the rifle from the person who was holding it, kill him, then kill the 2 sleeping guards so then he can protect his family and move on and have a better life.
Okay.
Which failed.
Your life's failed.
Your face is a fail!
Kino, please. No comments. I'm sorry. Wait until the end. He grasped the rifle even as he wrenched free his knife.
So basically what the quote is saying is that Kino let go of it. He let go of his knife. Like, he didn't like let go of it, but he just put it back in his pocket while taking the rifle.
Okay. 7. Last one. Deliberately, he threw the lever of the rifle, and then he raised the gun and aimed deliberately and fired.
Well, that quote makes me sad because that's when he got caught trying to steal the rifle, and then he was in a fight with the trackers. But he tried to take the rifle from the other tracker that had it, but they were fighting for it, and he accidentally shot the trigger and shot something.
Where's my interviewer? Didn't I tell him that whoever wants to have a meeting had to wait? Okay, it was nice meeting y'all guys. Thank you for taking this interview.
Oh, those burritos are coming again. Ay, Chihuahua. Why did he eat those frijoles? Kino, you should have told me.
Bye, Juan.
I'll get you.
Bye,
I'll
Juan.
get you in Mexico when we cross the border.
Bye, Juan. Okay, Kino, it was nice meeting you. Thank you for taking my interview and show you the door. Bye, Kino.
Kino, come here. The interview is getting come.
What are you doing?
Go. So, come out right there, bro. Count to 3 and walk right out and say that. So next symbol would have to be.